all about live local music. I'm your host for tonight, Kelsey.
And I'm also one of the co-producers for the show. I also help create the promotion graphics for the show as well. Tonight we're going to look... we are all very grateful that we still have the opportunity to do our show this semester. We hope everybody is staying safe, and we are happy that we can bring live music to you at home during this time. Thank you to all of the artists who have come on our show so far. For tonight's episode, we're going to look back on some of our favorite moments from the last 2 semesters. You'll see some familiar faces, both bands and hosts, and we'll hear some familiar songs. We can't wait to show you what we have prepared for the rest of the year, so stay tuned to find out what's coming next. We're going to kick it off with someone who just joined us on his birthday just a few weeks ago. Here's Sada Harris with O.
Yeah, we talked for maybe just like a week, and I said that this is pretty neat. Now I really saw your rap sheet. Now I realized I really can't compete, yeah. Looked at me like I was just a feature. A week later, yeah, you just said see ya. A week later, yeah, you just said see ya. A real week later, you just said see ya. And I said that it was really nice to meet ya. Then you said that I can't complete ya. Then I thought that I can't compete with the girls and guys that have been in between your thighs. Even though I tried, I guess I really shouldn't have tried. But guess what, I still really tried. Guess what, I still really tried. And she said we're just friends. And so it goes. That now I'm solo, that now I'm solo. She said we're just friends, and so it goes. That now I'm solo, that now I'm solo. And I love you, 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 yeah. And that party you were just all on me. I asked if you wanna get coffee. You responded like a zombie. What does that really mean to me? Then I realized that it wasn't my fault, cause I didn't realize that I got caught up in your feelings, up in your mess, and when you didn't text me back, I got depressed, and that stuff just ain't fair, and I just can't compare. Any girl I meet, I wanna run my fingers through your hair, and I'm sorry if I got caught staring, and you were already sharing, and I wasn't about sharing. Now I'm freaking pissed like Karen. You were the one, and I was fun. I guess I was fun. Turns out it was fun, damn, now I'm just out of luck, and I really wanted to suck, but not that kind of suck, but either way I'm out of luck, cause she said we're just friends, and so it goes, that now I'm solo, that now I'm solo, you said we're just friends, and so it goes, that now I'm solo, that now I'm solo. And I loved you, 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 and I loved you. But I really can't do that anymore, cause I got a girl who wants something more, and you were just a friend, so therefore I can move myself right out the door, and I can be the one say it's okay. You gotta move on like every day, and I'm gonna tell you every single way, and then you're just gonna text back and say,
Sorry, I'm still dancing to Sad Harris. What's up, everyone? I'm Ben Pagani, and I'm the web reporter for Kentcore. Music journalism is something that's really important to me because, well, it's the only job in the world that pays you to tell stories about music. Right now, especially, is a time where everyone has a story to tell. I know I spent a lot of my quarantine and lockdown listening to musicians that I love and learning about new ones. And along the way, I've gotten to talk to some of those artists who were impacted by the pandemic and play a part in making their voices heard. One band we featured back in February had never had a hard time being heard. In fact, there's no doubt they're the loudest guests we've ever featured. So let's go back to last season and revisit the thrashing 2-piece rock stars from Youngstown, Ohio. Here's Yuri playing Not the First, Not the Last on Kentcore.
We're a band called Yuri, and I'm sorry.
Yeah! Weight of this life breaks me down, and it hangs around, but it's only in my head. Where I sit with my face in my hands, can't be the only one. I can't be the only one. It's not the first and it's not the last. It's not the first and it's not the last. It's not the first and it's not the last. It's not the first and it's not the last. It's not the first and it's not the last. It's not the first and it's not the last. It's not the first and it's not the last. It's not the first and it's not the last.
Hey, I'm Ryan, and this is my second semester on kentcore. Over the past 2 seasons, we've heard from diverse musicians ranging from jazz all the way to metal. In this time, we've had no issue recruiting some awesome, talented guys, but our male to female musician ratio remains a bit off. If it weren't for our very own assistant producer, co-host, multi-instrumentalist, Kelsey Paulus, and her awesome band, Angel Drive, gracing us with their presence, Season 1 and again this season, we would have no female representation at all. We're going to continue to encourage the female bands and musicians to come visit us here, but in the meantime, we're totally cool with Angel Drive coming back again and again. Last week, they performed their recently released single, The Party, along with other awesome covers. Here is The Party once more for you.
I don't remember Hello and welcome back. My name is Liam Morrison and I'm a cast member on kentcore. I'm a junior at Kent State and I've been on kentcore since last semester. This has been an amazing experience for me and has led me to meet some amazing people. I had always been into music, but I never was much into local bands and the DIY music scene. But this show has me searching for more local music. And the next clip that you are about to see is from our second episode of kentcore, when we had on the band Red Rose Panic, and my first episode where I actually hosted. The band is locally from Akron, and the song they are performing in the video is called Heart Left. The band includes 6 members: Luminari on lead vocals, Styx on lead guitar, Rio De Niro on drums, Smokeface on bass, and Gold Frame Quiz on keyboard. You can find Red Rose Panic on all streaming platforms, and the band will be returning to kentcore in 2 weeks from now for our Halloween episode.
It's our first song ever. It's called Heart Left. Yeah, so run, baby, while you still got a heart left. Run, baby, while you still got a heart left. Yeah, so run, baby, while you still got a heart left. Run, baby. Yeah, what run, girl, with your heart so heavy. I swear to God, I walk by every woman that I seen. She's a woman, not a fiend. If I ever wanna fall, I show up in the dreams. Show with supreme present state of mind. Well, I don't change the fact I'm out of presence all the time. Cause she can't see you bored, she be ballin' on the floor. So when she get infected, read that crazy is the floor. She said, ooh, boo, let me finish this shoot then. I venture over on a hot pursuit like this ain't an opera, but them pipes gon' suit right. I bend it over, then I stop before I shoot like, ooh, dang, is he really that vulgar? Is he the meanest? Is he really that vulture? Well, he's the meaning, he'll bleed into your culture. But she's a genius, I'm the best that she can offer. So run, baby, while you still got a heart left. Yeah, run, baby, while you still got a heart left. Yeah, so run, baby, while you still got a heart left. Run, baby. Yeah, so run, baby, while you still got a heart left. She made it to the split and made her heart left and turned back like, hi, are you ever high? I mean, it you gone, ain't you really buy? I mean, really buy? Cause old girl, she will and try. She wants to D like DVR. Or these my feelings never pre-recall. Get it right like however all. She never bored. Well, water up them thoughts and let them be soft. So where they back and forth, I'm boxed in like VCR. All these my feelings never recall. You been chillin' since the last recall. So meet me here and we won't get caught. So look into my dreams, girl. We fight in the dark, fighting the unseen. Right, if you wanna fly for the flight to your king. So I just think it's right that you right here on my team. So run, baby, while you still got a heart left. Yeah, run, baby, while you still got a heart left. Yeah, so run, baby, while you still got a heart left. Run, baby, while you still got a heart left.
Back in high school, I was in a vinyl record club called the Knights of the Round Turntable. I can't believe I just said that. It was a bunch of nerds like me talking about and listening to records. Last month we featured a band who take pride in their nerdiness and would make fantastic candidates to be presidents of the Knights of the Round Turntable. Harbor is a band of students from Kent State's Stark branch, and they not only love vinyl records but psychedelic rock too. Their favorite bands are artists like Radiohead, Pink Floyd, and you can definitely hear some of that influence in their songs. Remember how I mentioned they're nerdiest? Well, their bassist Ben, he skipped the 2nd grade and is only 17 years old. They've each got their own personality and are some of the brightest young musicians I've ever met. Now, before we play part of their performance, I sincerely want to talk about what knowing bands like Harbor has meant to me. I've played bass since I was in the 8th grade, and I've gotten to be a part of a cool scene back in suburban Pittsburgh. Local music communities thrive off the creative minds of kids who take interest in music. Harbor is far and away one of the most genius young bands I've ever met, and I'm sure they'll go far in this industry. Here they are playing their hit song, which, by the way, has nearly 8,000 streams on Spotify. It's Harbor with Acid Rain.
Told you to stop. I could have told you to stop, but I couldn't go that far. I couldn't let myself go that far. Now I'm feeling the rain come down, the rain come down on me. Yeah, I feel the rain come down, it pours all over me. I don't feel like you do. I don't feel like you do at all. I realize your side, but I'm on the complete opposite. And I still feel the rain come down, the rain come down on me. Yeah, I feel the rain come down. Ooh. Oh Lord, the rain comes down, the rain comes down on me. I can feel the rain washing over, the rain goes over me. Yeah. Oh Lord, the rain comes down, the rain comes down on me. I can feel the rain washing over, the rain goes over me. Yeah.
I still feel the rain come down, but not today. I brought my umbrella. Welcome back to Kentcore. My name's Jacob. You might recognize me from the Chill and Angel Drive episodes from earlier this rockin' season. If you don't recognize me from last semester, it's because I wasn't here. That's right, I'm a young blood looking to breathe new life into this amazing show. Aside from hosting, I make the groovy motion graphics you see while bands are jamming out, as well as co-designing with Kelsey. I also made the intro. That's right, anything you see on screen was probably made by me, aside from the Diary of the Wimpy Kid graphic from last week that Angel Drive bought. Zooey Mama. A couple of my favorite artists are Kendrick Lamar, Flying Lotus, and Tame Impala, and one day I want to make visuals for them. Kentcore has given me the opportunity to do so for local artists. Up next, we have a clip from our very first episode. Check it out. Unc D performing Funk It, We're Going Live.
Is a live stream concert event that will take place from October 25th to October 31st. Black Squirrel Radio will be providing 7 nights of music for 7 days, all on their YouTube channel. This event will be a fundraising effort to raise money for our local bands and venues across the Northeast Ohio area. Tune in every night from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. to support your local music scene. Sorry, I forgot my...
Of themselves, get the shadow of the lights and see to show you can shine. And we click for another heart, call it personal art, and we find our inner self if we're loved by somebody. We all need something, something to live for. We all need something. Socially broken now, live to even know how. Fictionalize. All need something, something to live for. We're all addicted to meaning or breakthrough. We all need something, something to live for. Talk about your burning clothes. Every stranger's got to see. Maintain a public face and act like a celebrity. Put a filter on your face and a heart around your name. Everyone will do the same, cause we're all buying what you say. All need something, something to live for. We all need something. Socially broken now, live to even know how. All need something, something to live for. Socially on the rise, friends I can fictionalize. All need something, something to live for. We're all addicted to meaning or breakthrough. We all to be honest, part of your project. I'm breaking a bed, floating away, just trying to be present. Out on the surface, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. Socially broken now, it's to even how. Oh, need something, something to live for. Socially on the rise, friends like a fiction rise. Oh, need something, something to live for. We're all addicted to meaning of breakthrough. We all need something, something to live for. We all need something, something to live for.
Thank you all for tuning in to Kentcore tonight. We hope you enjoyed looking back at some of the highlights of the show. Next week, we are working in collaboration with Black Squirrel Radio to promote Festival 31, a live stream festival the last week of October for local artists and fans. This is a very difficult time for independent venues, and we will be raising money for the venues we're streaming from. We'll be welcoming Cleveland's own Elbow Room, so get ready for a pop punk night next week. To play us out tonight, we're looking back at someone's... That already happened, so have a great night, Portage County. Thank you.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
What are you doing in there?
What's that?
I wouldn't do that. What are you doing? What are you looking for?
Myth. I can party with people as long as they don't have symptoms. That myth is false. As we've seen, up to 40% of people who have COVID-19 are asymptomatic and can pass it on to others. So I'd recommend avoiding any social parties, especially indoor ones. If you want to try to socialize but reduce your risk, I'd recommend meeting outside in small groups, continuing to wear a mask, and socially distancing from others if you can. Then together, we can keep COVID-19 out of school.
For ways to keep your community safe, go to backtoschooltogether.com.